Available now. Link below.
In a shocking display of disrespect, Joe Biden declared Easter Sunday the holiest day for Christians as Transgender Day of Visibility. This move has sparked outrage among the faithful, causing Trump to ask while in Green Bay, Wisconsin, what the hell was Biden thinking? As Christians across America reel from the slap in the face, President Trump's taking bold action. He's proclaimed November 5th as Christian Visibility Day, a day when Christians will turn out in numbers never seen before. This is just the beginning of a powerful movement to restore dignity and respect to the Christian community, and Biden's blunder is a reminder that the Democrats' agenda is actively marginalizing and silencing Christians. But there is hope on the horizon, and stay tuned for the special report because you don't want to miss my final thought. Now, just like how Biden's actions are a wake-up call for Christians, the dangers of excess belly fat should be a wake-up call for everyone. Excess belly fat is like a silent enemy growing deep within and putting pressure on vital organs, much like how the Democrats' agenda is pressuring and suppressing Christian values. But there is a solution, an amazing new substance that targets belly fat with science-backed ingredients. It promotes reduced fat storage, speeds up fat breakdown, supports weight management, reduces cravings, and boosts metabolism. And here's the best part, you can get 51% off for the rest of the month or until they sell out. Don't wait, visit trimwithgary.com now to reclaim your health and your well-being. Now, in a stunning display of priorities, President Joe Biden chose to honor Transgender Day of Visibility on the holiest day of the Christian calendar, Easter Sunday. This move has left many Christians feeling disrespected, marginalized, and outraged. Biden's actions are a direct affront to the millions of faithful Americans who hold the resurrection of Jesus Christ as the most sacred event in their religion. And then on Easter Sunday, he denied even doing it. Watch.
Mr. President, what does Easter mean to you, sir? Sir, what does Easter mean to you?
Time for forgiveness and people getting together and a little bit of love and no phoniness. Be straight with people.
And Mr. Speaker Johnson the other day said Sir, Speaker Johnson said you betrayed the tenet of Easter by proclaiming Easter Sunday as Transgender Day. He called that outrageous and abhorrent. What do you say to Speaker Johnson?
He's thoroughly uninformed.
Uninformed how?
I didn't do that.
Now, Ron DeSantis fired back at the Biden administration for declaring Transgender Day of Visibility on Easter, then claiming he didn't do it, asking the question, who's running the presidency? Watch.
President Biden's redubbing of the holiday as Transgender Day.
Wait a minute, he said that didn't happen.
He said he didn't do it. So which raises the question, either he's not being honest with the public or he really didn't know what was going on. And so my question would be, who's running the presidency? Is it a bunch of woke 20-something-year-old White House staffers that just put out this drivel whenever they want? So I don't know who's in charge. The fact that he's not owning up to it, either way it's bad. Either he's not being honest or he really didn't have anything to do with it. But what we did was we had a big Easter egg hunt. Kids didn't even change when they got back from church. They went in, they found a lot of Easter eggs, and it was like a massive amount. I told my wife, I said, that's a lot. And so they did that. And they were running around, and then it got to be, we get in, we had a nice meal, we did all that. So then we get into later in the day, no naps, just keep going nonstop. And I'm just like, it's tough to keep up, but we had a good Easter, and it's an important, the most important, for Christians, the most important holiday on the calendar. And when Biden did. I think it was ridiculous, but it does raise the issue. You go back, you can see there's a picture that'll get circulated on the internet sometimes of the New York City skyline. And I think it was from like the 1950s. I think it was Good Friday. And you had the buildings lit up with crosses. It was like big crosses. And that was not.
The Biden administration's disregard for Christian values was further emphasized by the White House decision to ban any Christian-themed designs from being submitted to their Easter-themed art contests. This conspicuous assault on religious expression served as a rude awakening for many Christians, highlighting the growing sentiment that their beliefs and traditions are being actively suppressed and silenced in their own country. In sharp contrast to Biden's decisive actions, President Trump has emerged as a champion for the Christian community. Speaking at a rally in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Trump unapologetically called for a resurgence of Christian values and unity. He boldly declared November 5th as Christian Visibility Day, envisioning a momentous gathering of Christians that will be talked about like never before. Watch.
We're going to win the White House, and we are going to save our country. We're going to save our country. And what the hell was Biden thinking when he declared Easter Sunday to be Trans Visibility Day? Such total disrespect to Christians, and November 5th is going to be called something else. You know, it's going to be called Christian Visibility Day, when Christians turn out in numbers that nobody has ever seen before. Let's call it Christian Visibility Day, all right? I've just come from Grand Rapids, Michigan, where I was proud to receive the endorsement of the police.
Now, Trump's campaign responded to Biden's transgression over the weekend, calling it appalling and insulting that the White House would prohibit children from submitting religious egg designs for their Easter art event, while formally proclaiming Easter Sunday as Trans Day of Visibility. They demanded that Biden and his administration issue an apology to the millions of Catholics and Christians across America who believe that Easter Sunday is a day reserved solely for the celebration of Jesus Christ's resurrection. The stark difference between the two leaders' approaches to faith and religious freedom couldn't be more evident as Biden fumbles and missteps, seemingly bent on diluting and diminishing America's Christian heritage. Trump is taking decisive action to protect and preserve the principles that have long been the bedrock of our nation. Trump's commitment to standing up for faith and traditional values resonates deeply with a Christian community that has grown increasingly tired of being pushed to the sidelines by anti-Christian rhetoric and the policies of the Democrat Party. His promise of a Christian Visibility Day is more than just another political slogan. It's a call to action urging believers to unite and reclaim their rightful place in the public square. The Trump 2024 campaign represents a powerful movement to restore dignity, respect, and rightful recognition to the Christian community. It's a beacon of hope for those who have watched with growing alarm as their values and beliefs have come under attack from the very leaders entrusted with protecting them. In a nation founded on the principles of religious liberty and freedom of expression, it's essential that our leaders not only acknowledge but actively defend the rights of all citizens to practice their faith openly and without fear of retribution. And Trump's unwavering commitment to this ideal stands in stark contrast to the Biden administration's apparent indifference and even hostility towards Christian values. As the 2024 election approaches, Christians across America are faced with a clear choice. They can either stand idly by as their beliefs are marginalized and their voices silenced, or they can unite behind a leader who has proven time and time again that he's willing to fight for their rights and their values. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. The choice facing Christians in the 2024 election couldn't be more clear. On one side, we have a president who seems intent on erasing our Christian heritage and marginalizing our beliefs. On the other, we have a leader who unapologetically stands up for our faith and our values. As Christians, we have the power to shape the future of our nation. We can either sit back and watch as our religious freedoms are slowly stripped away, or we can rise up and make our voices heard. President Trump's call for a Christian Visibility Day is a powerful reminder that we are not alone in this fight. By uniting behind a leader who shares our convictions and our commitment to preserving our way of life, we can reclaim our rightful place in American society and ensure our nation remains a beacon of hope and freedom for generations to come. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.